Welcome back, guys. Beautiful cold Michigan winter day. Snowed 3 or 4 inches last night. In-laws lagoon's about full, so we're pumping. I don't know why everything's so blurry. There's the neighbors backing in their straw grinder. Now you might say that doesn't really look like straw, and you'd be right. That's cardboard. So they have a contract with some local bakeries and manufacturing plants, and they get pallets and boxes of expired food, and they unpackage it, grind it, and then sell it for cattle feed for cheap energy. So they grind up all their cardboard for bedding. I guess just using what you got. I just figured out why my videos are blurry. I somehow cracked the lens on the back of this camera, my lens connector or protector, and now it's trying to focus on a little piece of the lens protector. So I'll have to get that fixed, which sucks. I don't know what that's going to cost. It's on an iPhone, so probably a lot. But what you can do to help me with that is subscribe. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, I can monetize this. I see that about 85% of my viewers aren't subscribed, so this is your call to like and subscribe the video. To the video. Whatever. We're cold. It's icy. My thumb's killing me. My wife's car door blew shut last night in the wind on my thumb. Pretty sure it's broken. I actually cut open my fingernail to release the pressure. It hurts so bad, it's unbelievable. I don't mean that as a call out, as I'm only doing this for money. But it would be a plus. As well as, I'd like to get a drone, an actual camera, and some editing software. And that all takes money that I don't really want to spend, because that'll be about probably $1,500, $2,000. It just ain't worth it to me if I'm not making money doing this. But it would make better content for you guys, especially a drone. I really want to get a drone. I used to have one. I used to fly one for work, and I'd borrow it for filming back when I used to make videos. And it makes for some cool shots. I could be following the spreader out here in the field. Here he comes. You can definitely tell which roads had highest priority. So I'd almost rather have this though than the slushy, icy mess of the main roads. At least this, I have traction. Well, there's a guy here putting glass in one of the trucks. He's stuck. So hop in an old 60/30 and we're gonna give him a tug. Oh, lots of fun this morning. Afternoon now, but lots of fun. There's a piece of American history for you. Doing some work. He actually used to have 2 of them. He used to feed cows with that one. He's got a 70/20. He used to have a 75/20. He's got 60/30s. Father-in-law likes his old tractors. 40/20 on a sand shooter. Oh yeah. Back to driving. Yeah, it's one of those days. You gotta watch where you parked. Last night went to bed, it was 17 degrees. Woke up to 3-4 inches of snow, and now it's 30 degrees. So everything's starting to melt, and everything is just... Anywhere there's snow, it's turning to ice, and it's turning just to... It's just slick. But now I got jumped in line, so here I'm gonna sit. Waiting to get unloaded. How about that for a tanker, though? She's old, but she's she's got fresh paint. Actually, she's not that old. That whole thing was torn down to the axles and rebuilt. I'll be honest, guys, this isn't the most riveting, exciting job, so I'm not filming a lot. I'm basically just going back and forth from farm to field. Nothing too exciting. Hi, little buddy. You guys enjoying some sawdust? Those are my sister-in-law's calves. She custom raises feeder calves. She's still in high school. She usually, that's like the least I've ever seen her have. Usually she has 30 or 40 of them that are about ready to go. And she's got 20 or so in hutches over on the other side of the farm, and she raises them for backyard beef producers, you know, who want 5 or 6 calves here, 5 or 6 calves there. She does that on top of, she has a straight 4.0 GPA, is running for valedictorian of her class or whatever it's called, and works about 25 hours a week at a restaurant here in town. I don't know how she does it. All right, fast forward about 12 hours. Went home, got dinner with a bunch of friends from high school, blah, blah, blah. Got a little trucking to do today. It's Friday. It's cold. We got a huge cold front coming through, highs in the around 0 to 5 degrees. So try to get this trucking done while it's still somewhat warm. And then we got a curtain to put on the barn. So never done that, but doesn't look too hard. So we'll see how that turns out. I parked the wrong way. The wind's blowing about 15 miles an hour. I'm just getting pelted in the face with like soybean dust. This is the wrong way in the dust, and I'm gonna have to look at this the rest of the day and be bothered by this. Stupid. I should have looked at what way the wind was blowing. I'm actually gonna be there 3 times today, and that's a first. Actually, I don't even think I've been there twice in a day, but I'm gonna be there 3 times. 2 loads of amino, what I'm hauling now, and then a load of canola, which they just started. They bought a bunch of train cars of it, so. Canola makes me nervous. That can be pretty gross and dusty, but we'll see. Can't be worse than this amino right now, though. Hopefully today goes better than Tuesday. Tuesday I had to run a load down to Marshall, down near the Ohio, Indiana, Michigan line. And we were in a snowstorm, and 3 semis got totaled in front of me and shut down the highway. So I sat on the highway for 4 hours. Luckily, I had a guy I knew in front of me, so we just talked, hung out in the snowstorm. But it threw off my entire day, and it was just not fun. Kind of wish I videoed it. I didn't, but it is what it is. Yes, short roof barn. My favorite with a dump trailer. Gotta be on my toes so I don't take out the roof. Owners just followed me back here, and it always makes me nervous. Can't see much. It's kind of dark. I don't know. I always feel like I'm doing something wrong when they show up. Not bad. It'll work for what it is. On to the next. Still kind of a sissy. Apparently 30 and some wind is too cold for a sweatshirt because I'm really cold after about 5-10 minutes. Trying to figure out what brand these guys like. I've seen 2-case Magnums. That's a Deere of some sort. 83, 82, 81, 8400, somewhere in there. 8410, one of those. And then they have Hitachi payloaders, so they don't seem to Bobcat skid steers. They don't seem too prejudiced against any brand. I will say that old Suburban's pretty freaking sweet. Nice place. Back to the warehouse. Shout out to Under Pressure. They let me borrow a bunch of tools one time. It's also my wife's cousin's company. Back here at the warehouse. Load number 2 of 3. Ooh, grind it till you find it, baby. $19 tons. A whole big debacle. This farm hasn't picked up at this location since their new computer system went in, so they weren't in the computer, so they have to remake an account. Now, I've never loaded canola out of here, so I'm not exactly sure where we get loaded at. We'll figure it. Turns out they have a train full of it, so I went to walk in the warehouse, and I'm like, oh, shoot. They only have like 10 tons on the floor in the warehouse. I'm like, oh crap, that's not good. Be enough for the farmer to feed for the weekend and such, but I need to adjust the clutch brake. So we're gonna unload or load out of the train cars again. Whatever, it works. It's easy, just dusty. This dirty truck and windshield is absolutely killing me. I cannot stand this. I don't think I'm gonna get it washed today either. I just don't have time. I gotta go hang a curtain and such, like I said, for our cattle because it's supposed to be like 0 degrees for 3 or 4 days. So I gotta get home as soon as possible. My canola's all the way in the end of this line of cars. It's just one of those days. I didn't show it, but my tarp was froze up this morning. They had to move rail cars around, and the door on one of the rail cars jammed up, so they couldn't get it open. I'm not 100% full. I'm just about 95, and we just called it good. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna make the poor kid fight. He's already ticked off. He's having a bad day, so we'll just get out of here. So we'll see what I weigh. It's not going to be fun. We're loaded. We beat that dust storm slightly. I actually fit more on than I thought. I'm at 22 tons of product. Normally I can only fit 20, so this might be slightly heavier than what I used to get. Could probably fit about 23, but I wasn't gonna have that kid fight anymore for another 10 bucks for me, so yeah, off on another. Michigan. These are all apples and cherry and peach trees, if I remember correctly. Rolling hills. Here's a big old packing house. Milk truck. A lot of diverse agriculture in West Michigan. So this is where they bring the apples in, pack them in bags, and ship them out. Yes, my favorite. Unsalted, snow-packed roads on a sunny day. Gotta love it. And there she be. It's actually one of my buddy's farms. They milk, I think, 200 some cows here. Raise some steers, so get backed in and get this unloaded. Still got some corn standing. That's what happens when all the mills and co-ops fill up. Nobody will take corn. One more time, run it back. Nobody's here. This is heated in here. Warming my boots up. But yeah. One last load of Amino Plus. Dirty Girl Special today. That's gross. Unloading cottonseed out of Arkansas or wherever that's coming from. But last load of the day, not gonna get the truck washed. I might not even unload this tonight. The farmer doesn't need it till tomorrow morning, tomorrow morning, goodness gracious. So I might just wait till tomorrow to do it. I got other things I need to get done. It's Friday in Grand Rapids. Can't park there. Okay, back home. I've settled with the fact we're not gonna get this curtain up today. But I'm gonna get all the stuff over there and see how far I can get at least. It's supposed to be a high of 5, I think, Monday. So we're at least gonna try to get the plastic hung up so there's some wind block. So what we're gonna do is put a curtain across here, which in my mind wouldn't be a big deal other than it looks like whoever built this barn put that fascia overhang behind those boards, which does not impress me. And they used nails instead of screws, so yeah, that's gonna suck. It used to have a sliding door. Sliding door was a pain, so just took it off. But this might be more of a job than we think it is. All for you little jerks. Well, this isn't getting done today. I thought the neighbor guy, he's like 80. Basically my wife's grandpa. She had a grandpa pass away before she was ever born, so he's whatever, her adoptive grandfather. Thought he had an extension ladder. He doesn't. I don't have anybody to run the Bobcat. I have no way to do this without a second person or an extension ladder. So that's probably gonna be a project for a different video. But this will be the end of it because I gotta go do chores. And you guys probably don't want to watch me doing chores again. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and have a good one.